Let's play darts. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a 60. That's strong. Strong like bull, strong like ox. Welcome to another session. Today, we're going to be doing a checkout drill. We're going to be doing checkouts, but in a drill format. Now, you must be asking yourself, what is this drill? Well, let me tell you. What we're going to do is, we're going to do a special drill here. It's called the doubles breakdown. Now, I used this, I found this through the internet, through something called Google. And I was looking for ideas, came up with this one. So we've got here today, we're going to throw at treble 20. We're going to throw double 20. If we hit double 20, we're going to drop down to double 10. If we hit double 10, we're going to drop down to double 5. Now, there's nowhere to go after double 5 if you keep sequencing it down that, because half of 5 is 2.5, and there is no number on the board called 2.5. And there's some maths there for you if you want to take some notes. Then after I've hit double 5, I'm going to have to hit double 5 again. And then after double 5, I'm going to go up to double 10. And then back up to double 20 again. Right, bear with me. Then after that, what are we doing? That's a good question. Double 19. Now if we hit double 19, we hit double 19 again, because there's nowhere lower to go. Can't split that. So we're going to go double 19 twice, then we're going to go to 18. If we hit 18, we go 9. If we hit 9, we hit 9 again, and then we go back to 18. So basically, the theory is you go round and you'll hit every double at least once. You'll obviously concentrate on those higher doubles that you're going to be facing in matches. And that's what I'm doing today. So enough talk. Let's get this warm up underway. How are we all today? What a wonderful day it is, because it's the new week. Today for me is Monday. So this will probably come out on maybe Tuesday, maybe Monday, maybe later. Probably tomorrow. So we had a fun-filled weekend of sport. We've got to kick things off with the darts, the arrows, the Hungarian Open or European Tour. I mean, right, after MVG won last week, we're in serious contention now. MVG might be getting back to his full-blown best, which would be good to hear and good to see. I mean, if we get as many players as possible in form, then that can only produce great matches and events. Who else did well? Look, Jan van Veen. I mean, Jan van Veen is, I think, slightly underrated coming up still. People do question whether or not he can pull it out in the big matches, and he was so close. I mean, he had one match dart, didn't he, in the final? But I've always been super impressed. I'm hitting 18s or trying to. Who else did well? Ross Smith, as always. Good to see Ryan Searle mixing it up in there as well. I'm a big Ryan Searle fan. He's probably my favourite player, along with Asp. Let's go 17s. Bunting up there again. The Bullet. I mean, look, as we head towards the end of the year, we're going to be talking about who's going to be in the Premier League next year. We obviously know Gerwyn Price and Peter Wright aren't going to be around, and we're going to see a few new players in. Bunting, got to be Bunting for me. I know other people would like to see Chris Dobie. I mean, look, so many up and comers. I like if we get some big results for somebody like Schindler and Josh Rock. They've got to be in contention. They're pushing up into the echelons. Right, I've probably missed some other players. Right, let's go bull. Let's try and hit some bulls. And then we'll get going with this. A few weeks ago, I spoke about Anthony Joshua against Dubois, and I said it was a 50-50. I said I didn't see this being a one-sided fight at all. Dubois is underrated. And obviously, Joshua and his chin is very suspect these days. So I'm not so surprised, if I'm honest, but strong knockout. I mean, the legs. I mean, what a sport, huh? Crazy, really. When I was a young man, a very ferociously testosterone-filled young man, I loved boxing. I wanted to get into it. I know my friend's really not into that sort of thing. It was only till I got a bit older and I wanted to do something that I decided to do jiu-jitsu, which was mainly because when at that age I'd matured and realised I didn't really want to get brain damage. So jiu-jitsu is not striking. So that kind of worked for me, but huge respect for boxers. Along with darts, my favourite sport, if I'm honest. And as you know, I'm also a big Fulham fan. And what a win, eh? 3-1 against Newcastle. Handing them their first defeat. We're doing all right this year. We're going to carry on doing this well because we've got a great manager. Marco Silva. Consistently overachieving. What else went on in the week? In the Formula One, watching Lando Norris win. Good to see, you know, we went a good couple of years just seeing Verstappen every week. It was boring. So it is good to mix it up. It'll be interesting to see if McLaren can win that. The old constructors. It's a huge amount of sport. Right, I think I've spoken enough. I think these groupings are just about acceptable. So we're going to do this. So you have to bear with the brain. Let's hope hopefully I don't make any mistakes. But we're going to go tops. Love that. Nice and early. First 3 darts. So I had a lovely little warm-up today. I played the singles game on Dartbot. I played Bob's 27. Didn't do very well. My scoring's really progressed the last month. Significantly progressed. More than it's ever progressed since I started this. My doubles are sort of just plateaued a bit. They're sort of stagnating. I had a match just before this and I played a match. I beat Dartbot 3-2. I think my checkout percentage was 10%. My average was about 47, which I'm really pleased with because my doubles were so bad. It really dragged it down. So that's where I'm at really. So good to get some doubles training in. Right, so we've hit tops. Now we need to go to double 10. That's poor. All 3 of those. Might have a little reset nice and early. Let's get this going then. Right. Pre-shot routine, feet in position, head high. Sometimes I drop it a bit too low. Want it nice and high. Want it here. No follow through. They're pretty poor darts, those. So we had 6 poor darts. But that's all what it's all about at this stage of the very amateurish career of mine. Just no follow through on those at all. Be nice to improve on that. It's unlucky. Oh, is that? No, not quite. Lovely grouping though. Look, Samson pull out. We'll take that. We'll take that. That's progress. Double 10s, come on. Not good. And it's not because of this. It's because of my technique. I've spoken about this a lot recently. But I'm getting consistent with my throwing. So when I'm hitting 9, 12 darts like that, which all feel very different the way I'm throwing them, that's what it felt like when I was struggling for a good 2 or 3 months after I'd started, got those beginner gains. Probably July and August were very much just struggling to get every dart or some consistency in my throwing. There it is. Right, so now we've hit double 10, we've got to go to double 5. Ooh, unlucky. Unlucky, but I'm making good progress this month, for sure, people. My matches are just showing it. I'm winning many more matches against Dartbot than I did before. I've never beaten Dartbot over a month. I think I'm winning 8, maybe 8-2. Maybe more. But I like to get these doubles back on the, just a bit more accuracy, I guess, a bit more, better results. It's okay. It's okay. That was lovely. Oh, nearly going to 6. Just automatically, for those regulars, you'll know this, but normally, I'd say probably about 7 times out of 10, I'll be doing doubles around the clock. So a bit far, double 5 and 1 to double 6. So now we've hit double 5, we've got to hit it again. Ooh. So let's go again. Let's get this double 5 again. Rotated the board. Rotated the board today. Nice to have a little bit of a fresh bit of meat to go at. The black depth of the 20 is looking wonderful. Little itch on the beard there. One thing I've got to be really careful of, I wasn't going to say this to you just then, but I was actually just throwing at double 20 for the first 2 darts, and I wasn't even thinking. I just don't engage the brain often enough. I'm just very passive at times. I'm talking to you, I'm throwing darts, I don't even know what I'm doing. And I must do this in matches. So I think there's something to me having to try and focus a bit more on job in hand. And one thing I've tried to improve, because so many people say it, and it obviously makes such sense, but if you watch the players, watch the professionals, the stare down they're doing with the target they're trying to hit, something I need to be doing more. Like that. See, look, lovely. Right, so now we've hit double 5. Now we're going to go back up. So we're going to hit double 10. But I do think, you know, the battle we're doing here, guys, is you against you. It's not you against me. It's not you against your mate Bob. It's not against your Auntie Sally. This is against you. And the way you win battles against you is every month you just try and improve a tiny, tiny bit. It could be anything. It could be just changing something in the way you're lining up. It could be something about just taking a little bit more time. Perhaps not punishing yourself when you're getting bad darts thrown. I mean, that's something I need to do. But whatever it is, the battle is you against you. Everything else is noise. And you don't want, and also you don't, if you start comparing yourself to people, you can fall into the trap of being jealous. Now, jealousy is the thief of joy. So out of all the sins there are, the 7 deadly sins, let's give you an example. Let's say greed. If you're greedy, you get great things happen to you, like you eat loads of chocolate. Like I ate a whole box of, I ate half a box, well, this is a giant box of milk tray here. That's how many I ate last night, okay? Now that's greed. Now, when I was being greedy, I was really having a great time because I was just sat down watching that chimp documentary and getting nice and fat. Now, I was enjoying that. Now, the downside of that, I feel terrible today and I've been punished for my greed. With jealousy, there's just downside. You just feel bad. You might upset somebody by being mean to them, and there's just nothing positive about jealousy. There's no benefit. If you look at all the other sins, there's some level of benefit. So a little bit of knowledge there, advice on the 7 sins. So I'm always trying to educate. Right, what are we doing here? See, the problem is I've forgotten. Right, we're on double 10. Concentrate, guys. Come on. Oh. I don't know how many times I've got to mention this because some people might not have seen the video I explained the fact that I've got a big old stitch on my eye. I feel almost obliged to have to keep telling you. But basically, I just drank too much milk. I just drank loads of milk last Wednesday and I went to bed and I woke up in such pain that I passed out on the bathroom floor and I smashed my face open. So just don't drink too much milk is some more advice. I'm always here just trialing things for you and reporting back, so you don't have to make the same mistakes, okay? Don't drink 3 pints of milk before bed. 10. Right, so now we've hit 10, we've got to go back up to tops. There it is, love that. 2 in a row, we'll take that. So now we're getting really crazy. We're dropping, we've done that round. So we've done the 20s, the 10s, the 5s, and back up. We now drop down to 19 now. We've got to hit 19 twice. We've got to hit double 19 twice. Oh, unfortunate. Don't mind those. If I get one there and I get one closer, that for me is progress. Not awful. There's one. Okay, further away. Well, we've got one, we've got to get another one. And then once we get this one, then we go to 18s. And then we'll do 18 and 9, and then 9 and then 18. That's how, you understand now. I don't have to keep explaining. One thing that I was getting into a good habit of in July time was using these as guides. If I got one in there, I'd really try and use that. I've kind of slipped out of that. I don't know why. Unlucky. Unlucky. We'll deal with that one. Love that. Right in between. I was saying to myself, right, what if I just said to you guys, use them as guides? You've got one up, one down. That means 5 in between. So that's a lovely win for me. So we're now on to 18s. So not too bad. So how many doubles does that mean we've hit? We've hit 2 20s, 2 10s, 2 5s, 2 19s, right? So we've hit 8 doubles, which is okay. Trying to hit a couple more. Whoa, what's that about? Rob Cross, eh? Rob Cross, double 18. Voltage. Love that. There's one. Let's get another one. So now we drop down to double 9. We drop down to double 9. See if we get double 9 before we go. Closer though, like that grouping. Just throw 3 more maybe. Shame. Shame. That's okay, right. Let's throw it bull. Throw through it bull. Ooh, love that. 2 in the green, we'll take that, lovely. Guys, another week. What's this week? I think it's week 26 here. We're also approaching 100 videos, which is insane. So thank you for those who've even seen a few minutes of these. You're mad. But I appreciate it a lot. It's really been encouraging. I've really enjoyed it. Great to hear from people. It's just a fantastic sport, isn't it? So I'm very privileged to share it with you. Enjoy your day. Be kind to each other. Be kind to me, for goodness sake. I mean, I'm a fragile man. Look at the state of me. But yeah, live your lives. Enjoy it. Goodbye.